Hello again folks and welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights. I'm your Game Master Darius. Last we left off, I was going to help escort this dude out of his home into the guard station. Alas, people have decided to make that a pain in the ass. Let's see if we can't find this dude before he dies. I just walk backwards. I just walk backwards. Hold up. Okay. I don't know how the hell fantasy houses are really built. But this guy's got his bedroom, his tub, I'm presuming a tub for two tubs for leisure, and then just a shitload of booze. Man, I know that one can make a hell of a profit off of warehousing and whatnot, but didn't know you can make that kind of profit off of it. Let's see, I had to have already come this way. You'll have to pardon me if it's been a bit, because, it's been a bit. Now I'm just kind of hoping that the guy is still alive. Or here. Already been there. Yeah, this is his estate. This is the second story of his estate. Where the hell are you, dude? Did I clear it? I guess I cleared out the place. That goes back downstairs. Son of a bitch. I'm now really hoping that I didn't end up being too late and he got brought away or killed or whatnot. Hello? Oh.
How can I help?
Oh.
Yes.
Ah, 'twas Nishka. Oh, door. Okay. Oh, that's Moire. Well, we can make this really easy, like. There's a price for betraying your own traitor, always, and the one you shall pay is quite high indeed. Bring him with us. I need some answers from him before I cut out his tongue.
Well. Looks like this lot needs some special attention.
Nishka?
All done.
Nishka. I'm glad you're dedicated to the bit. But could you wait until we're done with the dialogue? With the baddie? He's coming with me. Ah, so you are the one that's been causing me so much trouble. I thought the tales of a competent member of the Watch were just stories to scare my men. It has been a long time since I've killed someone in a fight. I've missed it, and here you are to make up for lost time. Yeah, well, you'll find me difficult to kill. I wish I could take my time with you, but I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Die!
Do I still have hold person? Prayer, searing light, recitation. I got a feeling I gotta save this guy really quick, so... Yep.
Die!
Come on. Take her out. That was quick. Badger. Take her remains really quick like. Whew. That wasn't such a chore. Who the hell was complaining about Moire this entire time? Honestly. Before we go, just want to do that in case. 42 gold. Wait, helmet, moonstone mask, and a +3 rapier. Okay. I guess that's gonna be... Named after the storied moonstone mask of Neverwinter, these helmets were worn to aid the women of the mask in their defense. Each of these masks heightens the sense of the wearer, making it nearly impossible for even the cleverest of thieves to steal their way past a guardian so equipped. I'm pretty sure they meant the most clever. Yeah, I saw her booking this way towards Fellas, so I was a little bit worried that maybe whole person wasn't gonna get off fast enough. See, here's the thing. Quicksilver is only a +2, but it's also alchemical silver. But that +1 to attack and damage. Fine. Hello, fellas. I thank you for your intervention, but the danger is not yet over. You must get me to safety. First, I'd like to ask you a few questions. I'll answer what I can, but I must make this quick. It's not safe here. Why did you betray Moire? Believe it or not, I did it out of guilt. Saw that what she was trying to do, perhaps even before she realized it. Taking control of the docks from the authorities would bring nothing but misery to the people here. And I feared a war between the Watch and Moire would be worse than the war with Luskin. The consequences to Neverwinter even more disastrous. So I began to pass information to the Watch, hoping to undermine Moire and her ambitions. Who revealed your identity? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Moire's men know of it, and now I need the Watch's protection. If they can protect me at all. I can only hope, but I fear it was a member of the Watch who betrayed me. Why do you say that? The Watch is the most logical source. I would have been uncovered long ago if anyone in Moire's organization suspected me. But it was only a guess. My only concern is that, at this point, it is the safety of myself and my family. What position do you have in Moire's gang? I run her network of warehouses for smuggling and distribution. Also, I ran the legitimate side of the warehouse business as well. Actually, that side of the business often outperformed our income from smuggling. In any case, my position allowed me to access to most of the activities that Moire was involved with. I had to be careful with the information that I supplied the Watch so as not to bring any attention to myself. Nothing, let's go.
You've done well, Lieutenant. Phyllis is safely back under our protection. You are to be commended for your efforts on Neverwinter's behalf. Now that the matter is settled, perhaps we can turn our efforts to problems outside of Neverwinter's walls for once. The docks would not prove so important and tempting to thieves if trade routes around the Mare were not so dangerous. And now, there is the matter of a missing emissary from Waterdeep.
What happened to the emissary?
There is nothing we can be certain about other than he has not yet arrived. For security reasons, Waterdeep failed to even tell us the route he would be taking. We suspected bandits at first, but scouts have been able to find no trace of an attack or ambush. At least those scouts who have returned. I'm concerned that he may have run afoul of the orc tribes that infest the region.
Oh boy. Can you tell me who the emissary is?
We don't know who Waterdeep sent specifically, but he'll be carrying documents proving his identity. He should have arrived a full week ago. I am concerned that he may have run afoul of the orc tribes that infest the region.
I think we know what the hell we're doing if we're going on this quest. What makes you think they haven't already found him?
Usually the tribes offer ransom demands, yet no demands have been forthcoming, which leads me to suspect that they do not have him captive, but that could quickly change. so I need you to investigate the matter as soon as possible.
And if he's dead?
If you can find any sign of the Waterdeep emissary in Old Owl Well, then we would welcome news of his fate. We need the trade and diplomatic relations with Waterdeep, especially in these difficult times with Luskan. I have other matters to attend to. Return here when you've found the Waterdeep emissary, and we will speak more.
I guess we're going on an adventure. I won't lie, had I known that the dude was literally, like, right behind a door, I would have finished the last episode off with, you know, saving the guy. That'd have been me, though. Woo! I mean, here I kind of was thinking that the whole business with Moire was going to be the end of this act, if I'm to be honest. Alright, Deacon's on the other side. Actually, why do I need to go to Deacon? I have nothing to do with Deacon, do I? That said, Moonstone Mask. I suppose I should give this to Nishka, if only because... Yeah. Doesn't actually hide her face, but the additional bonuses to search and spot would be being flippantastic. Okay. Yeah, I won't lie, I kind of didn't expect the whole Moire thing to be ending so suddenly. What I was expecting was that we were going to go off and... like, we were going to have to transport him back, and then the informant would tell us, hey, okay, Moire is located in this location, in this warehouse, or, you know, some sort of underground thieves guild sewer situation, not, oh, it's Moire. She's right here. You're under arrest for criminal scum. But we gotta go to the Old Owl Well now. I'm starting to wonder whether or not there's anything else I've been forgetting / need to do around here. Hold up. Emissary, that's the important one. Kelgar's Vision Quest. Named, you inscribed each in your journal. Okay. Until Kelgar learned who he has wounded in the past, he could not learn anything that they wish to teach. Without knowing any of Kelgar's clan, this trial will be difficult. So I gotta find someone within Kelgar's clan.
Yes.
Which is Clan Iron Fist. Kind of on the nose there, Kelgar, with wanting to become a monk. You're monks. When you gain enough influence with Kelgar, you should speak to him and ask him about it. Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Yes. Yes.
Talk.
Something you need?
Yeah, better lighting source. Want to talk to you about becoming a monk.
Ah, what about it?
I wonder how much of this is coming from the clergy side of Iggy's ethnicities. I could just straight up tell him, hey, stop becoming a monk. That's a fool's quest, but yeah. To learn how to fight, sometimes you need to learn how not to fight.
Huh? What? You like switching words around? That makes no sense at all.
There's more to fighting than fighting?
It makes no sense. It's wordplay. Riddles.
If I prove to you otherwise over the course of our travels, will you at least consider it?
Maybe. I'm not making any promises, but if you could make good on it, then I'll chew it over. Yes.
Excellent. Other questions?
All right, go on and ask them.
I don't think that helped in the slightest. Tell me a little about yourself.
Well, there's a great deal to tell, but chances are that, well, making my trade at taverns as well, but you already had a taste of that at the Weeping Willow.
Why were they
They
attacking
were in the
you?
mood to threaten, but not fully in the mood to start a fight. It's a shame they didn't keep it a friendly fight. Some people are eager to fight. Well, I suppose I am, if you can call it that. I mean, it's all in good fun. Some take pride in craft. Every tavern's an opportunity, I say. Well, I don't know. I enjoy it, I guess. It's a mark of pride to be able to stand tall and most of the time. Only beating really bad thing is, I'm glad it happened. It was my destiny.
So if I'm silent through all this, I am trying to listen to his dialogue and surmount where it is I need to...
Well, you see, but there was this time in a tavern far from here.
No,
that
I already
chose
learned
a
this
fight
bit.
that ended up choosing me. It was fate, I tell you. Well, it wasn't much. You see, there were chairs getting smashed, people, well, everyone was. So I asked them, well, shouted really, what in the hell they thought that.
Are they a
And
fight?
maybe I shoved one of them a bit. Or tried to. So they seemed. Can you imagine? Lifetime devotion to burn. It's their lives, their craft.
Almost starting to think I should look
Their
up this shit.
monks, eh? Crazy water-drinking fools. Anyway, that's when I knew that's what I wanted to do with my life. My purpose was clear.
That's not all monks do, you know?
Huh? Of course it is. Well, as far as I could tell once my head stopped ringing.
Well, it's more cerebral than that.
You mean like headbutting someone?
Aye.
I already know how to do that, though sometimes I need to grab them by the beard or collar and yank their head down so I could hit it properly.
It's not about the violence, Skelgar.
Oh, is that so? Well, I must have missed that part while they were wiping down the tavern with my face and throwing me through a window. Shows how much you know about it. You didn't see them in action. All right, go on and ask them.
I don't even know how much influence I got with Kelgar. All I know is that...
Well, there's a great deal, but chances, and well, making my trade at taverns as well. All right, go on and ask them.
Wait, tell me a little about yourself, and I need to know more about you if I'm going to travel with you. Seriously, end up in the same...
There's a great but and well, making my trade at taverns as well, but all right, go on and ask them.
Maybe I'm just asking them in the wrong sequences.
Ah, what about it?
Fool's Quest, never
All
mind.
right, go on and ask them.
Fine. Old owl well it is then. Sorry for wasting some time on that. I just...
Now this here is White Thistle. Can give you the runs, you know. And I made up a song for it, quite a catchy tune. White thistle, all in a row. In Neverwinter woods, they all grow. Oh, well met. Sorry, didn't even see you standing there. Thought you might be a Wendersnaven at first, but I can see you. So, I guess that discounts that.
Is this the path to the old owl well?
Well, I don't really know. And by that I mean, yes. I just didn't have my head on traveling, so it'll take me a few moments to remember where I am and where the Well of Owls is. Oh, but I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Grobdar Gnome Hands. Probably guessing where that last name comes from, don't you? Well, tends to confuse most people. Quite a collector and maker and teller of tales I am. All the gnome hands are, except the ones they hanged in Luskan. Working on quite a tale myself, you know, and the act of composing, it is a tale in itself.
Oh god, he's a bard.
Indeed. I, Grobnar, am a philosopher, a poet, a cataloger of flora, fauna, and all things wild and all things mechanical. And I can give it rhythm. You see, it all starts with a tune. Say about that bush, or that root, or that cloud, or that boot. And then, after I had welded the spring-mounted mechanical shield on my codpiece, I fired it, only to be thrown back almost 30 yards right into a wall. Stung quite a bit. I'll say that much, but what I learned was...
Yep.
I say, all that discussion has really built up a hunger. Lost all track of time.
Yeah, last thing I remember was something about your mouth and your codpiece.
Oh, you were listening so intently you closed your eyes and laid down for a bit. Made some funny laughing noises at the right times, too. Almost thought you were snoring. No trouble, don't blame you. I barely notice the world around me once I conjure up a story. So if closing your eyes helps you concentrate, by all means. I knew this mage once who...
Look, we're on our way to the old owl well. Is it in this direction?
No, it's a little hard to explain. But I can show you if you want.
Oh, please don't be a companion I need to take. Frick. We could use whatever help you can offer.
Excellent! Oh, you won't regret this. I mean, too many times.
Too late. Grobnar. Rock gnome. Bard. No. Just no. No.
Some way I can help?
What do you do?
Why, what don't I do? Really? Sometimes it's hard to keep track of it all. I play songs, write songs, build things, repair things, pick things, plant things, tinker with things until they're fixed. Or, well, need fixing. But that's rare. Sort of. I suppose you'd say I stick my hands in just about everything, including dark holes filled with phantom spiders. But that's another story.
Oh, how I wish you didn't survive that story. What do you even do with all the knowledge you collect?
What? Why, I collect it.
But why?
I don't know. What an odd question. I like to gather facts and notes and journals just for the sake of knowing, really.
Isn't it hard to keep track of all that?
Well, yes, but that's sort of the point, sometimes. When you have all those facts and numbers and words around your skull, you can pull out whatever you need to write a song. And, well, songs can help, sort of, to get more facts and lore. And the whole process begins again.
How do you get new songs?
Some just come as one advances in the craft and gets more experience in the world.
Other questions?
Ask away. Always ready with answers. Yes, indeed.
Would you happen to know what Kalakcha means?
Kalakcha. Let me think. Well, it's not gnomish, goblin, orcish, elvish, draconic. Well, unless the K is silent, but even then it would mean gizzard stone or its equivalent. But you know, I did notice you have a talent for languages. Don't you know this word?
Doesn't seem to be a translation for it.
Well, that's odd. It may not be a word at all. Might be a title or a name. Most peculiar. Trust me, most of the names I've been called you can't translate in any language. They're not even real words as much as a succession of violent images. Of course. Ask away. Always ready with answers. Yes, indeed.
Right, I'll be going now. Of all the people that could have told us what exactly a Kalakcha is, I would have thought I would have been the bard. But I guess he's got himself a whole encyclopedic knowledge of several other languages, so... he's a thing. Hey Dar, you should use the bard. No. I mean, like, if I'm gonna replace any of the party members, it would probably be the Druidess. But I'm not replacing her with a bard. Just no. Grey cloaks. Simi. Are you a shop? Well, Matt, you're not one of the grey cloaks that I can see. Care to have a look at my wares? Yes, I would. Archer's belt? Oh, that's the one that Iggy's wearing. Iggy's... Yeah, he's wearing one. Another set of armor or loyalty. That'd be interesting. Hair shirt of ill matter. Thick shirt of coarse brown horsehair constrains its wearer but provides additional protection from damage. Can invoke cure serious wounds once per day. That's actually pretty good. If only it weren't for that -2 dexterity penalty. That's rubbish. Generally made and worn by disciples of ill matter, the wearers of these garments usually only use the shirt's curative powers to ease the suffering of others. Yeah, once per day. That's pretty good. Robe of blending plus 15 to the hide skill. Not bad if only hiding was any worth in these games. Shield of the Watch. Huh. This shield originated in the faraway Shar, in the armory of a fighting brigade called the Watch. A group of warrior wemics, the goals of these half-men, half-lions, were never fully disclosed. They were involved in extensive trading of weapons and for information, however, neighboring communities of the region learned to fear and avoid them. Distrust of the group may have been justified, as several nomadic human tribes of the region did disappear over time. Oh, so it's a light shield that grants an additional +2 versus human foes. Which I suppose in the great realms of the Forgotten, that would be a good thing, because there's a lot of humans. A greatsword +1 that can do constitution damage. Oh, from the jungles of Cholt. Yeah, that explains it. Just straight up poisonous. Desert Wind. Oh, you bastards. You right bastards.
I am listening.
Is that even better than her Blade of the Gladiator? I mean, no, but yes. She'd be proficient with it either way.
Yes.
Golden Sickle? Bonus 0 level spell. +1. Survival of 2. No thanks. Kukris. You also have a lawgiver. Neat. Light hammers, long bows, long swords, morning stars, rune hammer. Oh, spell resistance. So I pointed out before in Neverwinter Nights 1, spell resistance is one of those things where it's very minutely useful. Basically, it would act as something as a second will save, or a second saving throw against your thing. Basically, the caster would have to roll a d20 plus their caster level. So, like, if Iggy were to challenge someone on spell resistance, he would roll at a +7. And if you beat that, then spell acts as normal. Otherwise, it just kind of goes off of them. Mind you, not every spell gives or is affected by spell resistance. So, it's not a bad thing to have, but it is very selective in its use. It's one of the reasons why I've never really bothered with it, because in order to basically be not affected by it, you would need to be able to simply simply hope that someone's going to roll low on their spell resistance, especially at higher levels. Sickles, spears, stars of Ojido. Ah. Strongheart's arm? Short bow that grants +2 and it's mighty +2. Eh. Angry Soul is a club that does... Okay, 'tis a club that does shock damage as well as being +3 and induces fear. Biting sword. Short sword, d6 poison or acid. Eh. Anything good for potions? No. No trinkets. Got some more molds. I was really just kind of hoping that they had anything else materials-wise, mithril or the like. Because adamantine is bitchin', but adamantine is also heavy. Alright, I'm guessing I gotta talk to a sergeant. Nope. Ah, perhaps the named Grey Cloak over here named Callum.
I want those walls up by evening. No excuses. The orcs aren't going to stop attacking just because we need to catch our breath.
But sir, the men are having a hard time finding the materials we need.
You're telling me they can't find any stones? We're in the middle of the blasted mountains. Unless you'd like to report to Nashia that we're overrun because we couldn't find rocks, I suggest you drive some sense into your men and get that wall built.
Yes, sir. I'll see to it, sir.
I tell you, I've lost years off my life trying to get this rabble fit for service. And who are you supposed to be? Reinforcements?
I'm looking for the one in charge.
That would be me. Let me tell you, leading these farmers is a mixed blessing. They've got a ways to go. I'm Column. Commander Column to you. Lord Nasha sent me here to secure the Old Owl Well. So what are you doing here?
I'm here to escort the Waterdeep emissary to Neverwinter.
Isani? He hasn't arrived yet. Should have been here a 10-day ago. I've sent a scout to look for him. Wait, you're the one from the City Watch, aren't you? I got word yesterday you'd be making a visit. I'd hoped to have better news for you.
You know what happened to the emissary?
No, my scout hasn't reported back yet. Though I expect him soon. He's one of the best.
The emissary had no idea he'd be entering a battlefield, did he?
This assault has been planned for months. We weren't able to warn Asani ahead of time, though. We weren't expecting to be needing a new emissary, to be honest. Still, at least we'll be here to offer more protection.
Why is this place so important?
Not exactly a student of history, are you?
Nope.
The Old Owl Well is the only known water source for 3 days in any direction. Neverwinter and the orcs have been fighting over it as long as anyone can remember. The orcs held it for the last 10 years until the council decided they wanted to reopen the trade route to Yatta. To do that, we need to take back this watering hole.
How did anyone know he'd be coming this way?
We're still not sure ourselves, really. The information I have is vague, at best. This route makes the best sense, though. It's one of the few they haven't tried yet.
So what do I do? Just wait here until he returns?
Oh no. No waiting around for you. I'm counting on you to help with our defense against the orcs.
I mean, maybe it'd be better if I search for the emissary on my own.
You may have to if my scout doesn't have any luck. Until then, though, you're staying here. I'll expect you to help out with the defense of this camp. You've already brought your own gear, so just find a spot to call home and stay alert.
Speaking of being alert.
Sound the alarm! Orcs! The orcs are attacking!
Wouldn't you know it, not a moment's rest.
Grey Cloaks to arms! For Neverwinter!
Do 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 do. Oh, that's steering light. Recitation.
Tulsu's fort. To the death!
Slay them. I'm kind of hoping that the recitation spell also hit the
All right, Grey Cloaks.
allies.
Everyone back to your posts.
Oh, that was fast.
Another orc raiding party. We're lucky they haven't attacked in full force. Just wish I could make contact with whoever it is that's been distracting the orcs.
Is someone else attacking the orcs?
Yes, someone's out there attacking orc patrols, and it's giving us a chance to build up our defenses.
What do you mean?
I don't know who's leading that band of madmen, and I don't know why they're avoiding contact with us. If I could coordinate with their leader, if they have one, then we'd have the orcs on the run in no time.
Why can't you make contact with them?
He's not one for talking. Every time I send someone out to contact him, he and his men move their camp. The orcs have a name for him, Katalmak. They say he attacks without warning, and without regard for his enemies' numbers.
Someone who doesn't play the odds doesn't last too long in my experience. Well, except me.
That's not a name orcs give lightly. It's a name they give to warriors who lose themselves in battle.
It is odd that even orc trackers couldn't find him. or that he would risk stirring up so many tribes in this region.
Sounds like someone who wants to die to me. If we weren't here, it'd only be a matter of time before all the tribes in the well hunted down this Katalmach, and then his crusade would be over. Well, enough talk about him. I've got my hands full just keeping the men in fighting shape.
Commander, scouts returning.
Let's hope he brings word on the emissary, eh?
Pathfinder Willem reporting, sir.
Willem, did you locate Emissary Asani?
No, sir, but I came across his escorts. Killed to the last man, but no sign of the emissary. Orcs, sir. They must have taken him.
Sounds like you've got a new assignment. Your job is to escort the emissary to safety. If he's in trouble, you've got to help him. I'd start looking at Yai-Sog Bone Gnash's lair, northeast of here.
Bone Gnashers? They're still around. Oh, they're hard to kill.
Sounds like a well-mannered fellow, judging from the name.
His tribe isn't the biggest, but he's older and more cunning than most. At the least, he may have an idea who attacked the emissary's guards.
Any ideas what the tribe might have done?
The Eye Gouger tribe is the strongest, led by Logrum Eye Gouger. He keeps the other tribes in line, including the Bone Gnashers, and he's the one leading the attacks. All the orcs in the well fall under his banner. Ooh, if we could get lucky and put an arrow through his skull. If we could, the orcs would turn on each other in a heartbeat, and give us enough time to strengthen our position here.
Our orders are to find the emissary. If you run across Logrum, we'll deal with him.
Trust me, if I knew where Logrum could be found, I'd hit him myself. Killing him would be the break we've been looking for. But from what I've heard, there's been reports that this unknown ally of ours, this Katalmach, is hitting Logrum hard, which means he must know where Logrum can be found. But since I can't find this unknown ally of ours, Logrum's out of our reach as well. For right now, focus on Yai-Sag Bone Gnasher. See what you can do to find the emissary. Besides, if you cross Logrum, that might be more than you can handle.
That was weird. I pressed 3, but it looked like I had pressed 5. Anything else I should know?
Yai-Sag is old enough to know when to try something other than fighting. Corner him, and you might be able to get him to talk.
I'd sooner put an axe in an orc. But he's right. The Bone Gnashers, as cowardly and weak as they are, have been known to make deals.
I'll have Willem mark the Bone Gnasher lair on your map. You'd better act quickly. If the orcs have the emissary, whatever they have planned for him cannot be good. If you need anything, we've got Simi here in camp to help you. She normally trades in trinkets for the men, but carries some items more suited for combat as well.
Thank you. We'll be on the way.
We'll hold down the fort. The more orcs we kill here, the fewer you'll run into out in the mountains. Good luck to you. And if you run into that madman who's attacking the orcs out there, let him know I'd like to have a little chat with him.
Okay. Well, I guess here would be a good place to save and call an episode. When we return, we've gone from being a city errand boy to going and fighting orcs. Or at least one orc army to try to find an emissary. That'll be fun. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you're all enjoying the series as much as I'm enjoying playing it. And as always, I hope to see you folks in the next video. Take care. Cheers.